Well, hello everybody. How you guys doing? My name is Dr. Chidi. It's good to have you guys on today. I hope you can hear me now. Um, I just finished a program a while ago. You should go to our not website. Go to our page, our YouTube page, and see the video I did just before now. And after this, I'm still going to do another video because there's no dull moment in Nigeria. There's always one story or the other breaking in Nigeria. But you have to be careful which one you want to focus on. Now, I had a program here yesterday, and someone says you're inaudible. It means, I don't know, it was a short while ago. Adebayo, please go forward and you see that we have sound now. We had a little bit of no sound, like 2 minutes into the program, but right now we are back and we are audible. All right, just a small glitch over there. So I had a program yesterday where I was talking about autopilot and Simon Ekman and all of those things, and it created a lot of controversy. I saw that people were heated up, but in all that discussion, it just opened my eyes to realize that a lot of people do not even understand what is going on. People don't have the facts. People just start talking, regurgitating what other people have said, but on their own, they've not done any research. They don't have the facts. They're just basing their opinion on assumptions, which, by the way, must be respected. If anybody gets up and tells you that the sky is the ground and the ground is the sky, in their own opinion, you can't tell them no. You just come and say that no. Well, you can tell them no, but you can tell them, you can't say, uh, how do I even put it? You can't dismiss what they said. You just put your own argument forward and you say, the sky is up and the ground is down because, and then you tell them why you're saying that. Okay, that's all you have to do. So I respected people's opinion, but I came to understand that a lot of people do not actually get what is going on. That's why I felt there is the need for us to keep talking. There's need for us to keep educating, and there's a need for us to just keep on letting people, hearing from people, especially. I posted the link to this broadcast. I'm still going to post it here, the StreamYard, because yesterday I like the fact that a lot of people had their opinion and let us know what they feel. Today I'm going to do the same thing, and we're streaming on 3 channels. We're streaming on WMTV, we're streaming on Take It Back TV, and we're streaming on TIB TV. So you can watch them any of these places. But most importantly, I want you to be able to come on if you have good enough internet. Come on StreamYard and let us discuss this issue. Okay, let us discuss this issue. Today we're going to be talking about IPOB and AAC. Of course, AAC is the African Action Congress, and IPOB is the Indigenous People of Biafra. Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, African Action Congress, AAC. In other words, it's like saying election or no election, election and referendum, vote or don't vote, civil disobedience. Like saying Shore Amazinam Kanu. I really want us to be able to discuss this issue because a lot of people don't know where they stand. A lot of people don't know what they should do. So I say, tell them, then tell us your own research. Don't forget that we all have eyes, and here 80% of Biafra knows what is going on. So don't twist the story. Now, today, I'm going to be doing something today. Okay, today I want people to participate. I don't want you to yab. I don't want you to uh, I know I always say I give you room to, but I will not talk. When I'm talking about a serious issue like this, I may not tolerate you being very what rude. No. I won't tolerate that. It's okay if you're here, even if there are two people. It's okay you're here, but you mustn't be here. Honestly speaking, I want to hear from people who seriously want to thank you so much, Frank Obioma. Thank you, my brother. People who seriously have an opinion. You see, catchy net, you see how you already started attacking me. I said I realized that a lot of people, that's my own opinion. And you can have your own opinion. I already said I respect people's opinion, but from my own perspective, from my own judgment, I realize a lot of people need help. And that's why I come here. Somebody's saying, tell us your own research. Do I need to? Everything I say is based on research. For me to tell you that, and see the funny thing, I said that after investigating, researching, pondering, this is what you came up with. It's based on research. It's based on you, on experience, and that's why you're saying what you're saying. Okay, so I want people to call in. I'll give you a number to call in today. We're gonna be discussing. It's not just only me and people like Kachi who also um, have some information. I invite you to go ahead and also call. Don't go ahead and call. You can call me. You can call. You can say, hey, I have something to say. We're gonna have people join us from AAC, from Take It Back movement, people who know, and then the people that know about IPOB, you can also call and let us know what you think. Some of you who are spies, who they send it to just come and cause trouble and disorganize the whole place. You're also welcome to try. Okay, I mean, it's a free world. Everybody is as, but remember that I'm the one with the remote control and one that can switch you off. So it's just a bit of advice to try to respect yourself. Okay, guys. So the thing there is this: with all the clamoring about election going on, long just before now, IPOB was very, very strong. And by that, I don't mean that IPOB is not strong right now. But just before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was rendition, everybody was either IPOB, Sunday Igboho, Amoyele Sowore, you know, or they are just watching, sitting on the fence. But somehow you got into what was going on, and IPOB was very, very active. A lot, whenever you do anything about IPOB or Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was giving a broadcast, everywhere is charged, everybody's listening. But right now, this was before the 2022 political dispensation kicked off. And just before that, Sunday Boho, well, it was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, was rendition back to Nigeria. That was a big blow on IPOB. Now, since that time, there's been a lot of issues inside IPOB. I've told people that is expected. That's what you expect. And for the guy who was saying, tell us your research, I know because based on research, this is what happens. And that's why immediately, because like you don't even have to do research. It's no rocket science when they tell you that if you strike the shepherd, the sheep will scatter. So that's why they go for the shepherd because they know it will affect the sheep. And that's exactly what happened. Okay. Um, I have people calling, but they are calling into the show. And so IPOB that was very, very active was greatly distracted. And right now, people are wondering, should they be involved in politics or should they just remain as agitators Or is it possible that agitators can get involved in voting? All that is what I want to touch today. People need to define their positions, and by everybody understanding each other. I don't want us, I'm a member of the Take It Back movement. I'm a member of the African Action Congress. So it's not as if I'm sitting on the fence. I'm also a Biafran and I support IPOB. Now, I know why I do what I do with everybody that I'm doing, whatever I'm doing with them. I just wonder whether you know what you're doing, why you're doing it, and what is your mission. If you understand your mission, then you will know there is no one way of solving a problem. There's usually several ways of solving a problem. That's why in a mathematics, when they give you a mathematics problem, they don't just mark your answer. They mark the process through which you got to the answer. Okay, that's what they look for. So that's that oh, my friend has actually left. um I'm hoping for other people to come in. Somebody says we are IPOB under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and DOS. I agree with you, that's very good. The other person says, man, believe me, people will attack Simon Ekpa just the way they attack Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's your opinion. I respect that. Maria Mercy, Mercy, and Mercy. Maria Mercy, 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 Mercy. Okay, good evening, Dr. Chidi from London. Thanks for your concern about Nigeria progress. God bless you and your family. Thank you so much, Mary. Thank you so much. So, guys, talk. This is the time for you to talk. I'm going to be reading your comments. If you're able to call, please call. If you're able to join by StreamYard, I'm going to paste it here again. Please join by StreamYard, and let me hear you talk. Honestly, I know I don't want to dump my opinion on you. It's good to hear your opinion. Should we have an election? Should IPOB members get a PVC card? Who do you want to support? Why is Omoyele Sowore always coming out to support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Now that Omoyele Sowore is running for presidency, is IPOB supporting him or thinking of supporting him, or do they think he's making a mistake? They don't have anything to do with him. These are the things I want to hear, because IPOB says nobody came for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, nobody came to support him, nobody talked about it except Omoyele Sowore. I've heard them say it a lot of times. So this Omoyele Sowore who came to speak for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, my question is, are you going to support him now in his quest for presidency, knowing that if he becomes a president, he will allow everything that freedom fighters have been asking for? Or are you going to say, no, I'm not going to support him? That reason for which you're saying no is what I'm interested in knowing. Okay, remember the number you can call is +1 647 989 2837. Lines are open. You can call now. Remember, you can call now. Okay, I'm gonna read what someone sent to me. Mm-hmm. Um, uh, mhm. Okay. Um, okay, I read the message right now. Okay, guys, so you're not going to just watch today. You're going to call. You're going to comment, and that is going to form our opinion. I'm very clear in what I'm asking. What should people do? Should people get their PVC card if they are activists, if they are agitators, especially IPOB? Should they get involved in election at all? Or should they boycott election 100%? Or should they find somebody that they should support? For me, my own opinion, I don't want it to influence your own opinion. I don't think IPOB should directly get involved in politics, as in register a party which is already late, you know. They shouldn't do that. But I think they should have somebody or some people that they support, and they should put their weight behind those people. Adorable CA says, Shore have been fighting for Nigeria for as long as I can remember. I just wonder why he is not getting the full support he deserves. So that is the question. I need someone to answer that question. Why is Shore not getting the full support he deserves? Did he do anything? Tell me. And I'm asking those of you who are not supporting Omoyele Sowore, did he take your wife? Did he steal your bicycle? What is the problem? Let me know. Did he carry your jerry can of water when there was water scarcity? Those times in school, the worst thing anybody can do to you is to carry your pail of water, because you suffer to go and fetch that water. So, did he do that for you when you were in school? Um, Obidiegu one says, Dr. Chidi, please pay your 10K. This person has killed me. He said I should pay my 10,000. Let me write a check. Let me write a check, bro. I think I should write a check. Let me write a check for one. This is for month, for the month of July, because every month we have been instructed by a certain person. Somebody say, if you're calling this person, then you're going to give them publicity. No, I'm not giving them publicity. It's what they're doing that they're doing. It's someone like now that we're paying the. But let me pay my own money. Check my check. I'm writing a check from Dr. Chidi. And then how much? $10,000. $10,000 for July. Sign. Hey, you see the kind of signature where I sign? Let me sign it again. No, people will get money, they sign complicated signature. Oh, is that I should stop joking. See, I've written my check now. I don't want tomorrow now. Somebody will say Chidi didn't even write check. See, I wrote my check. It's a check for see, the check is for how much? How much I say? Check for $10,000 for July. This one is just for the month of July. This is for the month of July. Check from Dr. Chidi, 10,000 for July. This is for July. Then for August, we'll write another one. See my 10,000. Somebody tell someone else, but I just wrote my 10,000 check for Biafra, for restoration of Biafra, according to Oyenduma Simon Ekpa. Guys, nothing is off the table. I need you to talk to me. What should we be doing? Maybe I should go back to the topic. Biafra name Obide. Okay, Biafra name Chidi Chidi Samanja. We the indigenous people of Biafra don't want any election. Okay, Biafra name. Why don't you want any election? Niger Fire says, Chidi, you are a politician. Leave freedom fighters alone or choose APC party fools everywhere. Choose APC party fools everywhere. Okay. I don't understand that, but okay, that's your opinion. I respect it. That's everybody has an opinion and it's allowed here. But let me hear. I know there are AAC people here. There's IPOB people here. But my main question, my really biggest question is why? Why is it that, in spite of everything, um, okay, I think I have someone on the line. So let me bring this person in. Now, this person,
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon.
wait, before you go on, I need to warn people. You guys need to go and buy a filter because half of what this guy is going to say, you might not hear. He's going to be speaking a lot of British English.
Mm.
Citizen Bola.
How are you, Citizen today?
I am good. I'm good. How are you?
Yes, I said let me phone in and see
Yes, thank you. Thank you
how
so
your
much.
forever extending great work is just keeps going. So we
Thank you
must
so much.
support. That's what we must do. We
Thank you,
encourage all
guys.
people
Let
to
me
come
introduce
along
you.
and
Let me
support.
introduce you. This is the guy who they chased Buhari out of London. If you notice, that
We
guy
and
who's always
others.
who's always standing in front of Nigerian embassy in London. This is the guy, Citizen
We
Bola.
and others.
I
Yes,
really want
yes.
to thank you for all the work you did. Come rain, come shine. Whether anybody was listening or not, you were always there, and I appreciate that work that you did. Okay, you sent your message very clearly. So tell me now that you're here, what is your opinion concerning this election? Take it away, approach it from any side. IPOB is there also, so let me know. Let me know.
Okay. You see, I have to measure my words because I know what I want to say. You know what I sent you the other day, and I asked for your opinion on it. I said it particularly. The reason why is because we know there was a term used, and let me attribute that term to Dele Forotimi, who said, "We have a ruining class in Nigeria who are out to ruin and destroy us. And it doesn't matter where they're from or what name they give themselves, what descendants, who they've descended from, what
Mhm,
tribe they call themselves. They have collaborated together to absolutely ruin the territory now called as Nigeria.
mhm,
So those people who are freedom fighting, because that's what they are, they're freedom fighters looking to free citizens and to give citizens those rights so
mhm,
that they can hold to account this ruining class.
mhm,
Those people have been rounded up, jailed, held to account by frivolous court action, been
mhm,
put in positions whereby they're not able to speak because they're telling the truth. And that's
mhm,
one place where truth doesn't seem to be able to find a home. We are in a position and we must ask ourselves, and when I say us, you must look to the left and look to the right and name who you see as us. They are the people who are ready to fight, not the people who are ready to be on Twitter or any of the other social medias and just talk, talk, talk. The people who are ready to take action and to make whatever it is change necessary so that we, the citizens, can benefit from that huge resources that we have. Instead of these kleptomaniacs in this country, they just now ran out the Russians. They didn't know the people who are from that region, Nigeria, have been looting for decades. They didn't run them out yet, but you know that day will come. So where you're saying on this issue, we must always support people who are fighting for us.
Thank you very much. Hey, Arrow Princess, how are you doing?
Good evening, sir. Greetings
Take
from
it,
here.
take it back,
Greetings.
Action.
Action.
take it back.
No,
Action.
no going back.
No
Good, good,
going
good,
back.
good.
This
Yes. So,
picture is from 2019.
oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
on, it's there.
Go
So
ahead.
good evening. Good evening, citizen. He's gone.
Yeah, no, he's here. We're all here. We're all here.
I'm still here. Good evening. Good evening.
I really appreciate all you're doing. Thank you very much. I'm grateful. Thank you very much. I appreciate.
It's a team effort. There are many of us, even though you only sometimes only see me. There are many of us, and I must
Okay.
commend those who come out to show that necessary support because it's a lonely journey. But
Yeah.
the few who come, they're very well appreciated.
Yes, I appreciate every one of you. I appreciate. I'm grateful.
So
Thank you.
History will surely vindicate us.
good.
Yes.
Sure.
Awesome.
Good,
Awesome.
good evening, doctor. I'm calling from Berlin, Germany, like you know.
Yes.
I saw the topic. It baffles me, and sometimes I feel like crying.
Mm,
How some people or some of us Nigerians can be ungrateful. Just a space of 2 months, they've just forgotten what this man has gone through for them. People keep giving different friendly excuse just to justify their ignorance. I wonder how they could do this thing to a man that have given so much of his life, of his time to these people. I'm asking the same question. Why would they turn their back on him at this particular time he needed them most? What is his
Okay.
offense?
You're talking about who now? Because we're talking
I, I'm
about.
t- I'm talking about Omoyele Sowore, like the question you asked. Why
Okay,
are
okay,
Nigerians not supporting him
good. Okay,
at this
well,
point in time?
let me rephrase. Is what I'm meaning is that he has a lot of support, but those who find it difficult to support Omoyele Sowore, what is their reason? I may want to hear that from anybody. And even on the part of IPOB, so many people who were screaming Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that many days ago, now you see them telling you about obedience, and they don't even
Yeah,
care about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu
yeah,
anymore.
they've
So
actually abandoned him. They've
yes,
abandoned him.
so that's what I'm saying. What is the people what is it all about? DJ Nelly, you're here. Go ahead and turn on your camera and speak. Today people have to turn on their camera to talk. Your mic is off. You have to.
Ogachidi,
Yes, my
AC,
brother. How are you? How are you doing?
good evening, sir. Long time.
Yes, so yes,
You
so
know now, walk. You don't play the see first and get head though.
I know, I know.
But we did 2023 election. We did Nigeria. We did go.
Good, good,
We
good,
did
good,
go.
good,
We did
good,
go. We
good.
did go. You know the
Yes.
truth of the matter. Madam, good evening. The truth of the good evening, sir. I can see you, citizen. The
Good
truth of
evening,
the
good evening.
the, the truth of the matter is that I was really surprised when I see people started shouting obedient, 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 obedient. The truth of the matter is that Peter Obi, even though he win the election, he cannot change Nigeria. He cannot fix Nigeria. That is just the truth.
Mm-hmm.
I
That's your
saw I saw one Labour Party, whether if his former candidate. I was hearing his speech today that if instead of them to support Peter Obi, they better support Showore. That is just the best. I'm telling everybody, let's just take the energy and support Showore. He's the only
okay.
man for Nigeria. That's just the
Okay.
truth.
Okay. Now a lot of people are beginning to join in. I'm going to take this caller from
Okay,
WhatsApp. I'm
comrade,
coming.
can I leave?
I'm
Can I
coming.
leave, sir?
Okay, you can leave. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Comrade, citizen, I appreciate.
Oh,
Citizen.
okay. This
Bye.
person, this person is
Thank you,
Well
coming
my
done,
by.
thank
well
you, my
done,
senior comrade. I does the
well,
cap for you too.
Well done, Hero Princess.
well done.
This
Okay.
person that is calling me on WhatsApp. The video, you better come on StreamYard because people won't see you. You understand what I'm saying? They won't see you. So the best thing is I'm going to post a link on that StreamYard. Okay, you click on that link and you can join us. Okay, that's a better thing to do. Let me take you off from here. Thank you. All right. I also have Franklin Ositadema. You have to turn on your video for today. We have to turn on our videos because a lot of people were coming yesterday and just faking things that we don't know. Some people were coming to us and saying they are man when they are woman. Some people are woman when they are man. Some people tell us they are Oyibo when they are black like me. So Franklin Ositadema from Scotland, we're gonna need you to turn on your camera. Okay, let me bring in another person. Felix Omonuyi, Amazing Grace. I see you, my brother. Go ahead. What do you think?
Okay. Can I speak now?
Yes, go ahead, speak.
Like someone is talking. Someone is talking on it. I don't know if
Someone is doing
okay.
what?
I can hear voice.
This is Felix talking, right?
Oh yeah, this is Felix now. I want to say thank you to every one of you, Dr. Chidi. I believe you still remember me, the guy that I normally call you when there is something. You remember?
I know that. I know.
Okay. You know, like the topic you just raised now. I in particular, I was privileged to call some people in Benin, in Warri. And I was like, I believe they need to be sensitized. I believe we need to do more work, like talking to people. Like people that are spoken, some of them will tell you they've not heard about him. Some will say they know about him, but it's like they are not seeing anything concerning him. And some will tell you that is he contesting? So I was able to talk with them, but I just asked two questions, like what I normally ask. Some of them will tell me, it's Obi, Obi, Obi. I will ask them just two questions. One question, I mean, do you think if Obi becomes the president of Nigeria today, do you think he can prosecute or he can stand to prosecute Atiku? They will just be looking at me. He can. He can. But it's unfortunate that people have just forgotten what Shomore has been fighting for a very long time. I believe we as the people that are talking about Shomore, we should do more by talking to people. I believe we should do more by talking to them because some of them cannot even come to Facebook, some cannot come to YouTube. But if we can pick up our call our members, our family members, our friends, talk to them, let them know because some of them I have to tell them more about show what they don't even know anything. I will not have to dig so many things out. I tell them what this guy has been fighting for, how long he has been fighting before they will not see reason with me. So God be the glory. I believe those that are speaking with, they have they have assured me that since you told me about this guy, you will take a lot about this guy. Now we want for you. Now we will fall for.
I agree with you. I agree with you. And just to confirm what you said, there was somebody that was telling me
Yeah.
that listen, that they never knew about Shore. And I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to send you something about him and allow you. He said they want to study him. This lady studied Shore for just 1 week and came back and told me, oh my goodness, I didn't even know I was hearing so much about him that was not true. But now that she's sold out and this lady is working, as you can't even believe how she's working with us now. So I agree with you that there needs to be a lot of sensitization. Augustine, I don't know what you want to say, Augustine. I want to talk about AAC, Omoyele Shore, IPOB, Mazinam Kano. The election is free. You can come in from any direction.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Augustine.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Good evening, Dr. Chidi.
Good evening.
I want to quickly appreciate all your all your effort,
Mm.
the energy you will be putting in the process of getting this right in the country.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to quickly say to you that a few minutes ago I I commented on the post that our comrade just post concerning the former Labour Party chairman, what he
Mm-hmm.
just said.
Yeah.
And I responded to one of the obedience. And I said to him, I said, I pray that his life and his family and his so-called obedience to have the opportunity to go through what Morris already have gone through for the sake of Nigeria.
Sure.
And I believe that is the only way distant people can realize what our comrades stand for. And I know Comrade Mori worked for so long and I've been following, and this is my first time of being online, of talking online since I've been in this world.
So we have to watch it.
And
We have to watch it to what today. Today you have to do Thanksgiving. Today is your first day
yeah,
online talking. Right.
it,
We have to watch it. We
it,
have to do party. Thanksgiving party.
exactly because
Go ahead.
we have to do this
Go ahead.
because the only country we have is Nigeria. I said to every one of my family, I said, the reason why I keep supporting our comrades just because of two things that I believe that Nigeria needs. That the only person that can guarantee all that two things is Comrade Moye Sowore, which the two things are the person that can change Nigeria constitution
Mm.
and the person that can give Nigeria a stable electricity. So if we can't have that person that will change Nigeria constitution, Nigeria should forget about the country. Because it is through constitution you know whether you belong to a country or not.
Sure.
Because I have been supporting the movement, and I promise to invest more this time around. If Oshowore lose, we'll lose with him. If he win, we'll win with him. But I believe even his lose will be a win to some of us who believe what he believes. Because even I, as a family man, cannot even leave my wife for a day without seeing her. But seeing a man who has sacrificed his life for almost 30 years fighting for the betterment of the country. And you see people waking up one day to say he should support Peter Obi. I don't really have problem with that. But I also let them know in the comment section that they should not also forget that 2019, 18/19 was our comrade. Everything was just about Omoyele Sowore. But it was the same Peter Obi and his principal Atiku that make it possible for us to lose that election. So how we sure that those who make us to fail yesterday will guarantee our tomorrow? So for that, I will remain with the movement of AAC. I will remain with the movement of Take It Back, and we will stand with our comrades to make sure that at the end of the day, history must talk about him. Thank you very much. This is just my little contribution.
This is not little, a very solid submission, and you did very well. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Franklin, okay, Franklin, we know you're a big man. Please talk to us, because anybody where they chop this guy food, where they chop that food is almost 1 million naira. So please talk to us in a big man manner. Your mic is high. The food don't make yourself. No, remember to turn on your mic.
You know, you know, go green me digest my Indomie in peace, Abby. Well,
so it's Indomie that you're showing like that.
It's quite nice to be on your platform tonight. I've actually followed your videos for a very long time. Actually, starting on, after that time I think you organized a meeting session between Nnamdi Kanu and Sowore. That was the point where I started following you quite a lot.
Thank you.
And I've watched most of your videos, and you always have very brilliant analysis and all that.
Thank you.
Now, what I can say is this: all of us can actually tell that no one ever knew that Peter Obi's candidacy was going to blow up like this.
Sure.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, no one expected it. Mm-hmm. Now, yes, he did have, some traction, even while he was in PDP. Because a good number of people who still had sympathy for PDP were, banking on the hope that Obi would emerge.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what now happened kind of set Obi apart a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not that the Nigerian people have forgotten Sowore. No, it's not it.
Hey, hold on. There's somebody that is here. This man, we don't know whether we just watch him with one eye and get our gun ready. If anything, we just shoot him. But let's see whether he behave himself.
I will mute myself and off my video. When it's my turn, I'll on my video.
Okay, no problem. I know you may be at work. Thank you, Rafa, for joining.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Franklin.
Right. Now, it's not like the Nigerian people forgot Sowore, because in as of 2019,
mm-hmm.
the one person that I was really pulling for was Sowore.
Okay.
But let us be honest.
Okay.
A lot of things have happened, and I think Showore has been, sort of disadvantaged in the past months,
Okay.
especially due to the cases and controversies going on with him. Because Showore he's actually he is one of the major targets in Nigeria when it comes to all these government people.
Okay.
The same hate they have for Nnamdi Kanu Igboho, that's the same thing they have for Showore. Maybe not as that much, but almost.
Okay.
The political class basically know that Showore is, he's a live bullet. Showore was the only person on the day he declared, he said, once I win this presidency, I'm going to release Nnamdi Kanu, I'm going to release Igboho. Now, when it comes to the acts of war, there are different ways of engaging in a battle. Now, if you watch Peter Obi's, what is it called? Before he moved to Labour Party, there were terms, there were phrases Peter Obi could not use while he was in PDP. Now you see Peter Obi, when he campaigns, he uses words like, you should take your country back from these gangsters, hooligans. When Peter Obi was in PDP, he could never say that. And why
Okay,
is that?
sorry, Franklin, don't be offended, because you're making a lot of solid points, and I want this to be a discussion so that we don't lose them as you're going along. You see,
Right.
I still can't understand, and you represent large number of people who will come out and say that in the past 3 years that Omoyele Sowore has been disadvantaged by the government and the political class.
Exactly.
They also listen to what you say. They shut him down. They bastardized him. They locked him up. Sahara Reporters office, it's even not there anymore. He lost everything he has. Maybe people don't even understand. They shut down Sahara Reporters office. They took his source of income from him. He's not seen his wife and family. They told him not to come out. He came out. They broke his nose. They shot at him. They did all of that to him. Tear gas, real beating, not be say small, real beating, throw him into cell. All these 3 years, August, whatever, I said, don't come out. He came out, he protested. October 1st, they said, don't come out. He came out. They say, if you come to the airport, he went to the airport, he was spraying on the ground. They locked him up. He went in front of National Assembly, he was right on the ground. They locked him up. He came to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's trial. Recently, they tried to stab him. We know who is doing it. We accept it's the political class. And yet, we move away from him and we run to the same political class. So now
Okay,
I'm
now,
asking,
we all know, now we all know this. Okay.
And before you start answering, before I want to throw in some more, because there are two things you said. And then when you say that Peter Obi, when he was in PDP with the political class, when they were hitting and killing Showore and breaking his nose, he was there. He didn't talk. He didn't say it well. He didn't comment. He didn't comment on the students being killed. He didn't comment on they were being politically correct, because you actually said it's part of the political class. Now, we were the ones using the terms that he's using today. They told us to shut up. They told us we were too radical. The same person now comes out today and begins to. So, is this person a chameleon?
Okay.
Can he really be trusted? Continue.
Okay, Chidi. Now, let me hit my point.
Hit your point. Hit your point.
Let me hit my point, because, yes, now, naturally, if we are to go by, align our interests according to, looking at things from a, like the superficial aspect.
Yes.
This traction now happening for Obi should be happening for Showore. And mind you, Showore has had this sort of traction before as well. After that 2019 election, when he came out boldly and declared revolution, Nigerians were buying it.
Yes.
Okay, because Nigerians were not happy with the turnout of the election. So Showore had that traction.
Exactly.
And those, all that, drama and event, then they were what landed him or led him, kept him disadvantaged to this point. Okay, now coming to Peter Obi, like, you know, just like what I've said now, that his campaign phrases now are way more different. Now, the only thing, let me tell you, the only thing that the reason why people gravitate towards Peter Obi in this way is this. Somehow, in fact, I would say, if somehow, it's like, now looking at everything, if not because we know that this explosion was unprecedented, it would seem as if Peter Obi has been orchestrating this campaign of 2023 for the past 10 years. Now, why do I say it? I went back to a video that Peter Obi did in sometime in 2015 about IPOB. And how the video resurfaced. And I think that was when he had just finished his term on as an Anambra governor. I do not have all the numbers, but he was quite against, you know, the use of, you know, in that interview he said everyone is free to agitate. There is nothing wrong with agitation because people are agitating because things are wrong. Now, what Peter Obi has done in his part of his career is, yes, he is part of the elites. He will even tell you that he's one of the 1% who control the wealth and the economy of the country. But somehow, and that's why I say, as if he has planned for a time like this, he disciplined himself or managed to create a portrait that makes him stand out. In as much as he is part of the political elite, he's able to convince people that he is so different. Now, and when people have bought something, regardless, even if you now carry some now, or if you come out today now and say that Peter Obi stole 500 billion, or even bring out a receipt or a proof and like an undoubtable evidence, do you know people will still come against you and say it's a lie?
Well, let me tell you, that's where there's a problem. You see, all you have said, you know, we are realists. I'm a realist. And Citizen Bola, I'm going to come back to you. I'm a realist, and this was supposed to be a talk about Omoyele Sowore and IPOB. But you see, we still bring it.
I'm sorry if I deviated. I'm sorry about that. Forgive me.
Why? We are realists. We're talking about what's going on right now. But you see, the problem I have is we are dealing with the Nigerians that we know. The same Nigerians that we told about MMM, and they say go and shut up. And MMM, just even churches were ripped by MMM. Did you know the duty of people like us, activists and all of that? When we come to protest, we are like 2 or 3, and they will, when we say Buhari must go and all of those things, they beat us up. And people will be going to their market and they'll be watching us on Facebook. They say, well, now, wow, where are they streaming this protest, Seth? That's all they do. They want to watch us do the movie, but we're doing it for them. So you can't justify that because people, look at what you just said right now. Isn't it deadly that if there's a killer who manages to somehow convince, he came up with an album. What if the guy who sang go lo 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 goodbye whatever? What if he's a killer? What if he's a serial killer? And because we love his songs, you're not telling me that even if you come now and say that, discover that Daniels, what's his name again? What's his name now? Daniel something. If you discover that he's a killer, that people will not even listen to you. That is not good. Because and that's what we are warning about. People are being sentimental, they are being emotional, they are being unrealistic in the way. Remember, it's only now, listen to me, a couple of months ago, you couldn't even talk about Peter Obi like this. Because it was almost like a religion. It's now when they're getting this heat from Kwankwaso, from this, from that, people who are following P2B are actually now beginning to listen, and they are no longer being sensitive like they were before. So what we're here to correct is this. I don't have anything against anybody contesting for presidency or people following people, but the impression we must correct is people thinking that just because there's a mass movement and you follow the mass movement, it means everybody is correct and it means things cannot change. No, 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 no. If anybody is to tell you based on experience, it will be us, because we've been through that route before. Right now, if I'm telling you, if P2B can come now and be, see, you're being very, very diplomatic in what you're saying. What P2B is saying right now is our stolen manifesto. It's our stolen platform. All our. I'm looking for the right English. Maybe Citizen Bola will tell me. All the keywords, all the phrases we are saying. You came and say P2B can now say that you should take back your. We are the ones that say take it back. That's what we were saying when it was in PDP. So you want to tell me that he only says what people want to hear? So it's okay. It's okay for us to just. That's what we are saying. We shouldn't accept now. So when you were in PDP, you say Shore is a thug. Shore should go and sit down. You people should not follow Shore. We have a structure. And you say that same person comes now, and you see that he is now saying that actually we are the NSAS people. We are the new generation. We are a revolution. We are a movement. We take it back without even acknowledging 1 second that Shore and his movement were the ones that sustained it before people like them can come into the scene.
Okay, Chidi, I have a question. I have a question for you, and it's something I know that only you, yes, or among most, will be privileged enough to know. Now, in the course of all these, political, coalitions, alliances, and all, I'm under the impression that at some point, Labour Party must have reached out to your party.
That is okay. Let me tell you something. The Labour Party has not come. I'm telling you this from authority. The Labour Party has not reached out to Omoyele Sowore and will not. Do you know why? Because weeks before P2B came to Labour Party, Omoyele Sowore went to an event. They invited him and told them.
Yeah, I saw that video.
So he knows them. You see, we are not. The reason why people get offended with us is that we are not freaked out by all of these things. We are pros in it already. This is where we live. We breed these things. The things that obese people are learning now is something that they went to do PVC registration and they denied them, and they are complaining and they say police was pushing us. They've thrown tear gas on us. They've broken our nose. We've been protesting this. So, in fact, this the thing is, a lot of people who just arrived at this place, we're treating them with a lot of compassion and a lot of care, because it's only when they engage like you're engaging with me now that they begin to see a lot of things that they didn't see. Because you cannot just think that this is not a party, this is not a jamboree. Exactly what happened in NSAS. When we were doing NSAS and the government saw people like us inside NSAS, they were panicked. They said, chase out those revolution people, or chase them out. Why? Because they knew what we are capable of doing. But they were promoting Sorosoki. We started eating rice, started doing party. We were dancing that the videos. We were telling you people, see, I think we are losing it. Say, sure, go and sit down. You don't know anything.
Okay, Chidi. Now let me shock you one fact.
And after this, I'll let other people talk.
Yes, let me shock you. There's one fact. There's one thing I want to say, and I will let other people talk. Do you know it will shock you to know? It might shock you to know that you, Chidi, do you know you stand a better chance being as a presidential candidate than Sowore?
No. No. I'll
Now
tell you
let me
why.
now no, I'll tell you why.
Okay.
With the status quo of Nigeria,
Yes.
with the status of Nigeria today,
Yes. I
you
can't be. Let me tell
you
you. So
start,
let me correct a very quick impression. Me, skunk, unapologetic Igbo man Biafran. I don't need the president of Nigeria. Listen, I can't. I'm not interested really in Nigerian leadership. I'm interested in Biafra. Look, Omoyele Sowore is Peter Obi has and that's one thing that Peter Obi followers don't realize. They have turned his campaign, and that's what it is, to an Igbo man's campaign. Tinubu's campaign is a Yoruba man's campaign. They see through the filter of a Yoruba man. Atiku's campaign is a Northerners campaign. That's the filter through which is coming. Sowore is the one who is not seeing his. You can't see his campaign. You can't see his campaign through any tribal filter. So the reason why you see me with Sowore is that I believe that somebody like Sowore will come with a new constitution that will allow me to seek for a Biafran referendum. The end of my journey is Biafra. It's not Nigeria.
exactly. Now I'm telling you, do you know the reason why I made that statement? Sowore is just like the first statement I made. Sowore is a live bullet, an immediate threat. Now, some of us, or some people, hope at least that if Peter Obi gets there, at least there will be more leniency. I've not heard Peter Obi say absolutely when it comes to restructuring. I know that he once said that he will bring the other the one they did in 2014 with Goodluck Jonathan, the one they did far back, I think in 2000 or something. They will look at it, they will know. And the people if you look how these politicians campaign, they are always, it's as if they're working on a mine, filtering the things they say. Because the moment Peter Obi says, right now, once you make me a president, I am going to, legalize referendum, have it, active in the constitution. Do you think any other Northerner will look at him?
But okay, I'm going to allow Citizen Bola talk,
Machidi,
and then Ralph. Ralph will talk.
Thank you. The last
and Richie
speaker.
hasn't said anything. Richie hasn't said anything since.
Thank you, last speaker.
Sorry, and that is the reason I tell you that even you, Chidi, stands a higher chance of winning a presidency currently than Sowore. Why?
Thank you.
Bros, allow other people talk. You don't talk well.
Thank you, last speaker. Thank you, last speaker.
Can we stay on the topic?
Let me just simply say that the last speaker said a lot. He said a hell of a lot. The question is, are we slaves or are we citizens? You're telling somebody who's from another part of the country determines what? So we don't determine anymore what happens to us. We must go according to whose way of doing things. So we're not citizens. Then we become slaves. Now let's be honest in ourselves. In all that we say, we must be honest in what we're saying. The truth doesn't fear or favor anybody. It tells it like it is. It will cut whoever it has to cut. It will slay whoever it has to slay. What has been said is Citizen Omoyele Sowore has said the truth. Because of that, he cannot become president. So we want a liar as the president. And then when we have a liar, we will make deal with that liar. And then we will enslave ourselves further. Is that what somebody would be saying and be truthful to themselves? We're all free-born people. We do not want enslavement. We want freedom. We want our children. Some of them who have children, they are adults now. We don't want them to be born to go further into this enslavement. To say somebody has the right to determine for us what we should do and what we shouldn't do. If we're going to pretend with ourselves, let's not call it democracy. Let's not call it a vote. Let's just call it a rigged selection. There's no election. Nobody will be elected. And what we're trying to do is dance around the rigging that is going on. Citizen Omoyele Sowore points it out to everybody, the truth. You might not like the truth, but the truth will still remain the truth. So it's up to us to act upon it or sit down. Many of us pretend to ourselves that we're ready to fight and we're not.
All
Let's
right.
not pretend amongst ourselves.
Sure. You know
Thank you.
what you just thank you, Citizen Bola, because what you've just said now is what will make it very difficult to find Shore working with the political class. You see, it's either on our terms or we don't have to win. Let me tell you the truth. When I say people are like, so what are you doing? We don't have to win. We are the only ones that see what the other parties do is during the election, they're active. After election, they dismantle and they wait for another election cycle. No, after election, we continued to agitate in the three who was doing. So it's not even after 2023. We are African Action Congress, not Nigerian, not Nigerian, whatever Action Congress. Our vision is for Africa. So we will keep fighting and fighting till we get it right. We are not manipulators. We are not people who say what you like to hear. We say the truth and leave it there. Well, the truth is the truth. Now, me, I'm Chidi. Okay, so if you like woman, I'll go and dress like woman just so that you accept me. No, now. Richie, please say something and I'll go to Raphael. Sorry, Raphael.
Okay.
Richie. Yeah, make a quick one. Yeah.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear
Can
you.
you hear
Richie.
me?
Yeah.
Okay. What I want to say is this. You people are just taking Obi campaign serious. Because to me, I will never take it serious. I have my reason. Because it's just like we are fooling ourselves. We in Nigeria, we are fooling ourselves. Peter Obi campaign is a branch of PDP. And whereby, if you look what is going on, if you look at all this agitation up and down, the one in Yoruba, the one in Southeast, you understand me? They are only using Peter Obi as a strategist for us to push us to 2023 election. It's a faction of PDP and APC and just to push us to 2023 election. Sometimes when I just stay on my own, I just look at Nigeria youth. Maybe that sense is not, maybe we don't even think. We don't know what we want. We just think like freedom is free. Freedom, when you are talking about freedom is not free. There is a lot to do. But you know, if you see what is going on now, people are only following trend. They believe that trend that they are following can lead to their salvation, whereby that is none. You can't get freedom on a platter of gold just like that. Peter Obi issue, you understand me? Let me go straight to the topic because I don't like talking about the matter. Let me go to the. Now, what I want us to put more prayer on is about letting people know what Shorera for the Yoruba Nation agitator and the Biafra agitation. That, like what you see earlier, that there is no one way to success. You understand me? There is a lot of way to success. If you are agitating, me, I'm a co-supporter of Yoruba Nation. You understand me? But I'm a full supporter of Omoyele Sowore based on the reason of the Constitution. Because I know only one thing that can give you freedom, you understand me, in this country is through the amendment of the Constitution. Okay, let me just say that can make it easy. If you look at the oppressor, they are fully ready, but both the IPOB, both the Yoruba Nation, no matter how struggle we are, they have forces on their hand, whereby they are ready to do and undo. But let's keep on pushing out to maybe the Yoruba agitator and the IPOB agitator that here is a man that share our own idea that we make the journey easy for us to have that thing that we be clamoring for, to have that nation. And you know, and let them know that this man is saying that he has the good intention to make Nigeria together. That if it doesn't work, if he's trying to do it that it doesn't work, let you people go ahead. He will give you a freedom, you understand me, to go on your own. He has a lot of plan.
But I don't know what will happen to the Nigeria youth, but we are here. Like what he says, I know that is until we are safe, until we been liberated, that is where we get tired. Without that, we are still here. Oh. That's what I will say. Thank you.
Ralph, you're on. I didn't know my mic was muted. Sorry. Go
Okay.
ahead.
Thank you. Greetings to every one of us on the platform. Yesterday I wanted to come on the show yesterday, but it's like I came very late when I sent the, request. You didn't see it, but I'm happy to be here. And on the subject matter, I want us to know that the only two people that I really have utmost and unreserved respect for, and I would do anything to fight with them to the death, is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Omoyele Sowore. Why did I say so? These are two people that are consistent. When you talk about consistency, they know what they believe and they are standing for it and they are ready to die for it. And you know what's happening now? All this charade of obedience, articulated, and the Tifnubu and the rest of them. You know why I am not moved? Because at the end of the day, every one of them that are going for the PVC, going for Tifnubu, going for obedience, and all of them, they will still come back to the gospel of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Omoyele Sowore. That's where they will all land. Everything will come there. You know why? Because Peter Obi would not boldly confront the truth and say it the way it is. Why? Because he wants to be Nigerian president, which he will never be. Tinubu will not confront the truth to tell the government or tell Boko Haram and all of them what is happening to his own indigenous people and the infiltration into the military. They will not address it. Why? Because they want to get to the seat of power. Atiku have done everything he can to make sure he gets that seat. When he got that ticket, which he paid and bribed his way to get, you saw when he was crying because he knew that is he wanted to have it by all means. But the people that are fighting for the freedom of the people, Omoyele Sowore and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, these are two people that love the indigenous people to the core, and they will do anything for their freedom. Omoyele Sowore is not bothered. Even if they let them not support him. At the end of the day, what he's still preaching is what Nigerians will come and face. They will still face it. That revolution, you see that revolution, they are just avoiding, they are running up and down. It is revolution that will bring the solution. Why I'm happy with all what is happening is that the whole thing will trigger the revolution very quick. All these PVC they are gathering, if 20 million people are looking for PVC, they will not give them. Mark my word, all the people that register for PVC, they will not get their PVC. And even if those that get their PVC, they will still go and vote, they will still frustrate them. And at the end of the day, that revolution, all these youths that are all obedient now, they will all come back and say, Omoyele Sowore said it too, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said it too, we need to come and fight for our freedom. Because we will not get it on a platter of gold. You see, that's why anytime I put on my beret, I am in the spirit of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Omoyele Sowore, because these are two people that believe in the freedom. You see, Omoyele Sowore, whenever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to court, he will always go there. It is not because he wants to show face. It is because he knows that this is a man that is fighting for his people, and he will go and represent there. He will show, even if they like, they will. How many times have they tried to kill him? They even shot him. They stoned him. He will still be there. And one funny thing is that some of our people don't even acknowledge some of those things. They say, Sowore is this, Sowore. No. He's even the one that loved Mazi Nnamdi Kanu more than all the people that are saying Ipob, Nnamdi Kanu is another savior. Omoyele Sowore is a man. And that's why you see when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu met with him, they got along very easy because these are two people with the same charisma, the same ideas, the same determination. When NSAS started, didn't you see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu immediately said, for now, it's not about Biafra. It is about the Nigerian youth. I am now a representative of the Nigerian youth. Because he knew it was revolution that will bring the solution. to all the problem in that contraption. So let us just be watching them. Peter Obio articulated though Akufecha Odarawo. Let me give the microphone to another person.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ralph. You see, that's why I wanted this. You guys have to understand, and that is the danger. I don't want us to play with. We're playing with fire. You see, Franklin, I really respect you. You see, but you must not you must not slide into, we need people like you must not slide into that place of comfort, because it's very easy. It's very, very easy to slide into that comfort zone. Is very easy. That comfort zone of trending, that comfort zone of popularity, mass movement. No, 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 no. It is tougher. And you said it all. It is tougher to stay on the right path. It is tougher to stay on the path of truth. But how can I go and preach to my children that when you stand on the truth, you know, walk, bend a little bit now, just say what people want to hear, you know, just say it. The important thing is to get what you want, because that's what we're preaching. We're saying that if you are too hard, see, Omoyele Sowore, his crime, and I agree with you, his problem, his biggest crime, is that he does not know how to be politically correct. He went to Labour Party and he told them, you people, you know, I know you. You people are prostitutes. You people are your orphanage. I know you will wait now. They will do their primary. You won't talk. Oh. You won't even present a candidate. Isn't that what happened? You will wait. When anybody loses from APC and PDP, you will now go to the person and say, come. And that's exactly what happened. So if somebody knows, predicts that thing for you and watches it happen, come on now. You're insulting the person's intelligence by telling the person, pretend you don't know. Just come and join us now. Just pretend. It's difficult. We don't know how to do it. Just like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu right now. You offer him. I was telling people, when Omoyele Sowore was in incarceration, they offered him all kinds of things. They sent people to him. Like Jesus Christ, they say, if the devil, look at Jesus Christ now, if you will just deny, I will give you everything. Jesus Christ said, no, because I'm the truth. The truth. Jesus Christ said the truth. He stood alone. There were 3, 4, 5, 12 disciples against the whole world, but he didn't change his truth. And for that, he was killed. He didn't own the whole world. He would have become the leader of the world. Satan would have given him. But it's not about being the leader. It's not about winning the presidency. That's the two things that I heard Raphael say right now.
Consistency.
People are willing. The thing is, like, what are you willing to do because you want to be president? You're willing to lie. Do you know that? Look, when you are a professional politician, it is not possible that, because PDP has a manifesto, PDP has a mission, they have what they stand on. APC has a manifesto, AAC has a manifesto, Labour Party has a manifesto, the Democratic Party in America has a manifesto, the Republican Party has a manifesto. There is no way you can believe in the Republican Party, run on their platform as president, and have your agenda. Then you now go to, even in America, it's even closer. But look at the Nigerian system. When you are in PDP, your manifesto will follow PDP. There's no way you can like IPOB as a PDP person. There's no way you can support Oduduwa Nation. There's no way you can support what we're doing under AAC. Then, after you have written your manifesto tailored alongside your party manifesto, tomorrow you now join another party that is in direct opposite from what the other party is saying, and you still want to tell me that this is who you are. It's confusing, because on one side you believe in socialism and caring for the people and making sure that the wealth is distributed. But on the other side, you are in a party that protects the ruling class, that believes they should be protected. It is difficult. The only person you will trust is the person that says, this is what I want. Rain, whether they are popular. Omoyele Sowore used to do live shows and you have 5,000 people listening. By the time the government started fighting him and discrediting him and painting him bad, he will have like 10 people watching. He's never changed. Isn't that how? This is what you want to tell your children. I don't know about you, but I want to tell my children that, please hear me. Tomorrow, never change who you are because of popularity. Never change who you are because of what you want. Remain consistent. What is for you will come to you. So, I don't know why it is. That is the problem I have with people who follow P2B. When I tell them that I don't hate P2B, I'm an Igbo man. I will not fight against Igbo interests. But you see, if I am really talking about Igbo interest, the only man right now that I can entrust Igbo interest in his hand is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's not P2B now. No, now. It's Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not interested in the president of Nigeria, he has said it clearly. He didn't change. He's been consistent. He is waiting. That is his call. That is what he's interested in. But I see Omoyele Sowore, somebody who has looked at Biafrans, looked at Oduduwa people, looked at Northerners, Arewa people, looked at Niger Delta, looked at Middle Belt, looked at people who still like and believe in Nigeria, and he has said, come on, there must be somebody who will come and represent these people's interest. And that person has to think of the one thing that when it is done, all these people will be happy. And I said, Constitution. How many politicians have come out to say they will change the Constitution? They can't say.
Nobody.
They can't.
They can't.
Just like you have said, P2B cannot say, because if he says it, he will lose. So people, they are not fighting for you.
Now, which you know what? Basically, you know, all of us are saying the same thing. Basically,
I'm not very sure, but go ahead and explain.
Now, why I say all of us are saying the same thing is just like you stated out here, or like what I've said. The moment P2B comes out now and tells you, "Oh, I'm going to activate the aspect of the Constitution that allows for referendum."
Yes.
Do you think anybody in the North now? You know, in the South.
No. So finish it. Do I think anybody in the North will support him?
No, I've said that, but I'm not even referring to the political class.
Okay.
Now, you know the level of with every respect, I don't mean to be, abusive or disrespectful to anyone who is a Northerner here. But the level of enlightenment in the North is quite very low. And even as poor as the Northerners are, all of them over the years have been made to believe that the only source of income for the nation, that is to generate income, to generate money that runs their individual, their states, their funds, their schooling, is through oil. And even back then, from even the Biafran War, with the things with the Juku, how the eastern region, south, and all of that has been positioned, where most of the people in the North believe that their money comes from the South, and that anything anyone is saying that has to do with referendum, the moment you mention breaking Nigeria, that what you're trying to do is to exterminate them. That is the problem we still have in this country, that a lot of people in the North have not realized that agitation for Biafra has never actually really been about oil. It's never been it's not just about the wealth that comes from the southern part of Nigeria. That is where we have the furnace of our problems burning. Because most people in that part of the world, in that part of the country, They follow people like zombies, and without any, intending any disrespect to anyone who's from the north here. The north, there is a lot of work of enlightenment that still needs to be done in the north. Look at what happened during NSAS. In the north, they also, at least most part of the north, some part, I don't know how, I can't say for most part, but a good portion of the part also realized that they had the problem of the police brutality.
Franklin,
and that was
Franklin, without cutting you, do you know what I really want you to help me here? You clearly know the problem with Nigeria, even with the North. What we are doing is educating the people in the North, telling them the truth. So what I want you to help me understand is, you're saying that for fear of losing the election, we should just not rock the boat. We shouldn't expose to the Northerners that it is only a few people that are rich from that oil, that they are turning them into slaves. We shouldn't tell them that they are almajiris. Is that what you're saying? And we should just allow them to suffer a little bit until the person, like in the next 7 months, P2B should not talk about anything that will upset the North. So a child who is born in the North and is almajiri, you know how many of them will die before P2B becomes president? But P2B cannot expose the truth about what their feudal cabals are doing to them. Meanwhile, we come and we say, no, they are enslaving you, they are not liking you, they are turning you into almajiri. And
no, on Chidi, on that I will not agree with you. I've listened to P2B's campaign.
How should we present our message?
No,
can I come in, please?
I've listened to P2B's campaigns. Listen,
Augustine, can I come in?
I'm not talking about P2B. I asked you a direct question.
Okay. Augustine, now let you step in just after this, before I lose this thought. Now, one of the major reasons why I, at least, I'm diehard Biafran. I'm very much Biafran. All of us. In fact, any Igbo man that tells you he's not Biafran, they are lying to you. Literally. Any Igbo man that tells you he's not a Biafran, he's lying to you. Now, but I've listened to P2B's campaign, which was actually one of the things that made me to start following his campaign. When he started enlightening people that this economy can actually be moved away from just ordinary this oil. Now, what we need is more of that enlightenment. And I tell you, P2B, chances of winning this election, we all know it is very low, very slim. But two things I will take out from this electioneering period is this. At least, I don't know how it has happened, the youths are interested. And just like what Raphael said,
the way you don't know how
we will
it
come back.
We started it now.
They will come back when Raphael said that this is another step in the revolution.
Good.
Because now we've tried the NSAS of the one normal protest. It didn't work. They said, oh, you remember, and then they were engineering it that the right way is through election. Yeah? You know that the youths have bought it this time around. And they are trying, let me tell you, if there was someone better than P2B, or who even has sounded more convincing than P2B, apart from, I don't want to bring Showore inside.
NSAS work.
Okay, Showore is on a different class altogether.
And
because Showore is not your typical politician.
Around in circles.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Now, Raphael made a point. He says, once this one is done, and they see that it is not, their PVC will not work. And they realize that it's not just about PVC. What do you think is going to happen? Mm-hmm. We will now come back. That is when it will become clear to everyone that even PVC might not be able to salvage Nigeria.
Anyway, my brother, let's take Augustine. Go ahead, Augustine.
Thank you very much, Eddie. I just wanted to quickly say something to our brother Frank. You see, in life you cannot use two stones to kill one bird. I based in Italy. This is the Italian constitution. I have it at home. Okay, you can Google it. We go to under Article 75. You see where they talk about referendum for the citizen, for the government, for the parliament. The Nigeria, the obedience are clamoring for is a Nigeria of economy, which the Nigeria constitution does not permit to establish. The structure of Nigeria is not be designed for the citizen. So if any president is coming to tell us that he's not going to promise us a brand new constitution, and what he has to promise us is the economy,
You forget about
we
it.
say to you, you should forget about it.
Forget about it.
And the second point you made, that if we probably follow Peter Obi and lose, then the youth will realize that the PVC will not make it for us. Then we'll turn to the revolution. Now, when Moyo Sowore called for the revolution, why do we use the same energy of obedience today to work with Moyo Sowore and to suffer with him for the years he has been in Nigeria? Are you telling us that someone who left his family for the past 3 years suffering for the sake of you and I believe you based in diaspora, we have a better life. I just put on my lights. I have everything here. It's very easy for us to deliberate on this issue. But I want you and I to put ourselves in the position of Omoyele Sowore. If you want to talk about Nigeria, you have to put your position in his own position. Then you will realize that what Omoyele Sowore stands for is for the betterment of all. We are not after winning the election and getting the position. No, because a lot of people have been winning the position and getting the position. But what have they done? Because they promised you to give you food, and they gave you food. That is the reason why you cannot ask for constitution, because they never promised you constitution before they get into power. Then you can't force them to give you what they did not promise you before going into power. So please, if we are here, we should talk about the manifesto of Omoyele Sowore and what can we do to help the movement. That is what we're supposed to be discussing here. This is about an hour plus. We here discussing about Obi, even promoting the obedience and the article and the APC and co. So for me, I don't see this conversation going to the direction of the topic.
Augustine, Nelly, Dr. Nelly, please mute yourself, Nelly. Austin, 1 minute. You know, this that is the reason why I mentioned consistency. Omoyele Sowore has always been there, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been in detention in their captivity or dungeon for over almost 1 year now, and he is not giving in for their manipulation, either bribe or whatever. Neither will Omoyele Sowore fall for it. You know why? Because they know that what they are preaching is what will bring solution to these black people. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu would always say Ndishoji. Ndishoji means black people. They don't reason. They will wait for the thing to happen to them. Just like you are saying now, why are they not using the energy of obedience to fight for that revolution once and for all? They will not, because they believe that there is still hope. But there is no hope for Nigeria. Nigeria is gone. Do you know why Omoyele Sowore, even though it is only one person that is standing with him, he is not bothered? Because he knows that Nigeria is gone. The foundation of Nigeria there is nothing holding the foundation. It is finished. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still there. You see him come out recently in the court, even in their court. He told them, he said, we are going to continue and Biafra will come. He's not afraid to say it because he has told them earlier on that I will destroy the zoo with the truth. And it is that truth that is destroying the zoo now. Okay, look at what Kwankwaso is saying. Look at what all of them are saying. Despite the fact that they see that many of the youth are all clamoring for Peter Obi, and they are afraid because they don't know what is coming for them. They don't even know that it is not Peter Obi that is coming for them. It is that revolution. Because by the time that revolution comes, they will not be able to stop this massive move that these youths, they will see Koro what this Fulani will do to them. Because Fulani, they are everywhere. They are in the bushes. They are in the south. They are in the west. They are everywhere. They are everywhere. So by the time they see that they will collect their PVC, they will all do obedience, and at the end of the day, Fulani will do them. The more you look, the less you see. All of them will come out for that revolution. That time you will know that Omoyele Sowore and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, with what they were asking for during that NSAS, that they are ready for it. Because that is the only solution for that zoo. No other solution. That contraption must be split. It must be split. They are not ready to talk about the constitution because they feel that they can still continue to manipulate the millions of Nigerians. But it is just a matter of time. A very short time. Everything go dabaru. And that Nigeria, the way they don't want divide, or when they don't want to listen to the indigenous people, when they don't want to listen to the people, when they cry for what is rightfully theirs, they will listen by force.
Thank you so
very
much, Ralph. You see, Vine Maxwell, you've been here since. I'll let you say something, please. Well, your mic is not on.
Okay, sorry about that. Thank you so much, my brothers, and good evening from Accra, Ghana. I am of a Ghanaian father and a Biafran mom, and this is my first time coming to your program, sir.
That's good.
And I salute you, sir, for the good work you are doing. You say, "Oh, Medawasewa." At this time, you answer me, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. If you look at me, it's just 9:40 p.m. here in Ghana, and if you look behind me, that is my farm, where I keep almost 325 heads of cattle.
Wow.
They are enclosed and they are ranched.
Wow.
You see, there is something the Nigerian people, do not understand. I served in the Nigerian military for 18 years. I was under 1 Mechanized Infantry Division, Kaduna, and I resigned 2004. There is something you people need to know about Nigeria. If you remember, I was a member of the strike force when the presidency of Nigeria was handed over to Obasanjo. I was around the vicinity. I was there. He was advised to put aside the 1999 constitution, but he refused. He told Abu Salam that the 1999 constitution is not workable because it is tilted to suit the interests of a particular ethnic group in that country. And there is no way P2B, Sowore, whosoever that will emerge as the president of Nigeria will work, clearly, and with that kind of document, which was prepared by the Nigerian army. And that time, it was controlled mainly by the senior military officers from the northern part of Nigeria. They did it to suit themselves. And if you look at your constitution today, the North has the highest number of representatives in the National Assembly overall. How will you work with such constitution? If Sowore goes in there, the only power he has is a presidential, power. The legislators will not allow him, as long as his policies is against their interests and against the interests of this particular ethnic group. He will be impeached. Within few months, he will be impeached. Once he go ahead, to to introduce policies that is going to remove the capture, what I call the ethnic capture of that constitution, he will be impeached. Even Peter Obi goes there, he will not make any move. So that is what you people should understand. The constitution you have, the problem of Nigeria is not Nigeria or Nigerians themselves. The problem you have, the fundamental problem you have in that country is the constitution. Remove that constitution today, you see Nigeria will work. You have a place where people are imposing their own religion on the other people. People are imposing their own ethnicity and their tribal interest on other people. It will never work in that country.
Thank you.
No
Thank
matter
you.
who you bring in there, it will never work until the foundation is removed, rejected. If you like, go back to 1963. That
Thank you,
will give
Maxwell.
you what you need in that country. But as long as you operate on this particular constitution, you will never have any
Thank you.
any any
Thank
any
thank you, Maxwell.
you will
Thank you
never
very
have
much. You see?
you will never
Can I
have
can I speak
any
to
progress in
this?
that country.
Okay,
All
thank you.
your previous tell
Thank
me
you. Fine,
how many
Maxwell.
times
Hold on,
all the
hold on, hold
election
on.
that has been conducted from
I'm not sure you can
1999
hear me,
to date.
Maxwell. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, but hold on, hold on, hold on, hold
But
on.
okay, tell me, do
Richie,
your
go
votes
ahead,
count?
Richie. Hold on,
Chidi, you have to
Maxwell.
mute him. You would have to mute
Your
him,
votes
Chidi.
don't count.
Go ahead, Richie.
I don't know if you can hear me.
Okay.
No, hold on, Maxwell. I'm gonna come back to you. Just hold on, hold on.
Okay.
Richie, go
Okay, I
ahead.
want to say to what he was saying about maybe constitution, that maybe the impeachment of the president. You know, when you're talking about someone, Sugar has make plan for all these things. That is why that is the meaning of revolution. When you are talking about revolution, you understand me? That is giving power to the people. You allow people to decide. You understand me? He said that you allow you people to decide your fate. Let me tell you, as a person,
Richie, just to support you. People don't see, people don't understand the power of the people. Like, you will go inside there. You see what happened? I'm not supporting what happened during Trump's time. But you see that kind of thing. You will go inside there to impeach. Chebi una go gather to impeach him. Oh yeah,
yes,
gather
now
finish now. Impeach. Oh yeah, come out from there now.
where you want
Come
come
out from
outside
the place
for?
where I did.
Come outside.
I think I'm back, sir.
No, hold on, fine. Hold on, fine. Hold on, fine. So Richie, go ahead.
Okay, people doesn't understand Sugar. People doesn't listen to him. That's part of the maybe issue people are having about him. You know, he said that he will give power to you people to decide your fate. You understand me? Okay, come and impeach me. You know that he said that they will be coming. All those things, all those maybe House of Assembly, House of Rep, they will come for him. He said that okay, you hold your power. That's what we call revolution. When he make a step, even though he said to him himself, you understand me? He said to Sugar himself, if he doesn't do well, you people come outside. You understand me? Make a protest, say that you don't want me anymore. He give you that, you understand me? He give you a way out to your problem. I don't know what is happening to the youth of this country, because maybe some of them doesn't listen.
Richie, I'll go back to Vine, and then anybody can jump in. You see, what we must do, that is where I have a problem with the Obi revolution. Anybody Obi movement. You see now, they finally came down, they finally came back home,
You
because
know
that's
I'm
what we're
obedient.
asking them.
You know I'm an obedient person.
No, so, see, where I have a problem. Where I have a problem is that you see, revolutionaries list and activists, we know they joke. We don't play to the gallery. We don't try to no. You know they do like that. So you are trying to bring something that doesn't work with activists to apply to our method. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. We say it as it is, because what we say is what we will do, and what we will do is what we will say. Now, all this playing to the gallery, being politically correct, that is what has kept nations where they are today. When the people take over, maybe they hear that song. When people take over, hey, if the people realize the power, power, do you know, you can have all your elections, you can have all your constitution, you can have everything. The people wake up one day and they will sack everybody, including the president. Who tells them to stop? Who tells them that, oh, no, this is a democratically elected president? No. They tell the president to go, and the president goes. So when you keep saying, when somebody comes, they will impeach the person, they will do. Look, if obese people can keep lecturing, if they begin to lecture the people right now about the truth of their situation, that is when you see us begin to be interested. But as long as they keep telling the people, let's just keep going, let's just go and win, don't worry, just be happy, just everything's gonna be all right, just no, don't talk hard. All this, it doesn't go down well with us. Vine,
Citizen Chidi, can I quickly say?
Let Vine complete. Let Vine just in 1 second, please complete what you were saying so that other people
Okay.
will talk.
Okay, my brother, I still stand on what the postulations I was making. For me, the reason why you see Ghana work today is because of the constitution we have. And as I'm talking to you now, we are now rejigging our constitution to suit the interests of the people, not an ethnic group. I will tell you today, for the past 60 years, still counting, Nigeria cannot even provide her citizens with electricity. 2-3 years running now, my light hasn't gone off. Even if it go off, this is Ghana. Even if
You're
it goes
living in
off,
paradise.
even if it goes off, we don't have money, just like Nigeria. Okay, but we manage what we have. We are boasting of 7,000 to 10,000 megawatts for only 31 point something people, and we are selling power to places like Burkina Faso and Ivory Coast. Why is it difficult for Nigeria to do those things? In Nigeria, because of your constitution. Your constitution is the bedrock. Once you get it right, then everybody will fall in line. Why do you people, live peacefully and move peacefully in all the places that you see? Because the foundation is good, and anybody that comes in there will follow what the constitution says in that country. You cannot join.
Sorry.
Someone's device.
Sorry, can I come in there?
Why is this?
Someone's got
It's not from me.
Someone has
Sorry, can I come in there?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to round up.
Okay.
You see, for me, I would like. Can you hear me?
You're echoing.
They're all echoing.
Wow.
Sorry, can I come in there? You see, let me take it back to the topic which we were on. The one thing that has really shaken the ruining class, because they're not the ruling class, they ruin us. That's what they do. They continue to ruin us. That's what they've been there to do. The one thing that shook them was the time when Omoyele Sowore met up with Nnamdi Kanu. That should tell us a lot. That should tell us everything we need to know. When they met up, the ruining class moved against Nnamdi Kanu. The ruining class moved against Omoyele Sowore. So the issue, we've already seen the way forward. Do we have the direction, the fortitude, the vigor to pursue that course? Because freedom fighters who come together will bring down any regime. That's all I wanted to put in.
All right, so go ahead. Who was
Okay. You see, like I said, what I prefer to happen in Nigeria, what I would like to see happening in Nigeria right now, is to set up an interim president government that is going to oversee and make sure that the new constitution is written, or you go back with this current constitution, my brother, and one Biafra. Nigeria won't work. I want Biafra. I want my mother's place to have their independence, so that when I come in there, I will be working and will not be looking at people behind me, looking for or paying money for security to guide me. How can you live in a country where your security is not guaranteed? Why can you live at the end of 2022? Nigeria from 80 something million people down to 100 and something million people will be thrown into abject poverty. And you want to tell me that what happened in the north? What happened in the north? The weaponization of poverty in the north will not happen all over Nigeria? Then we are joking. These people know what they are doing. That is why they are weaponizing, poverty. Once they weaponize poverty, then they will now introduce a feudal system. What they tell you is what is going to happen.
All
No
right.
matter who goes in there. Thank you, sir.
I'm gonna thank you so much, my brother. Thank you. You've made a very, very rich contribution. It's what you say, it hurts, it's painful. But you see, that is the truth. Nothing we can do about it. And that's what we keep preaching. We can't tell you to stop saying what you're saying. No, don't say it now. Don't say that Ghana is better than, don't say we don't like it, or don't like, because it's the truth. It's the truth now. Yeah, the best is the truth, and we have to just suck it up, put our tail behind between our legs, and just take the truth. Go ahead. Who was gonna talk? It was you.
Thank you, my brother. I have to leave you now. We'll join you
thank
some
you
other
very
time.
much.
God
Thank you
bless
very
you.
much.
God
Yeah.
bless you, and good night to all of you.
Good night, my brother. Old number 7. Old number 7.
Obedience.
I see you. Go ahead.
Obedience.
Go ahead.
I have just a little constitution to this thing. The truth of the matter is that I stand for Shewore and I will still die for Shewore. That's the truth. The only problem we have in Nigeria is that constitution. Once they change it, Nigeria will be better. Peter Obi is not pushing about the constitution. That is the only problem we have. But if you can change that constitution, Nigeria will be better. Without that constitution, Nigeria is going nowhere.
I hear you.
Nigeria is going nowhere.
Well. I hear you.
So that is it.
Thank you so much. Old number 7. No, your mic is off. No, still off. Still off. Try to unmute
Sorry,
your
citizens,
mic.
I must leave you now.
Oh, yeah. Citizen Bola,
you've
thank you so
well
much.
done. Keep up the great work. Well
Thank
done
you,
to everybody.
Citizen.
Let's bring about the revolution that we need.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Citizen Bola.
Thank you all.
And thanks for all you do.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's a huge pleasure joining you guys on this platform.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Ehi. I'm in Birmingham, UK, and I think this will probably be a good opportunity to narrate my Damascus moment with. Hello.
Yes, I can hear you.
What I could term my Damascus moment with the person Omoyele Sowore. I used to read the Sahara Reporters when it came out. I would just, because it was so strange, the way they were doing the things that I know the FBI normally does, which is making the unknown known. So I was wondering, who's the guy? Because it keeps the slogan there was "Report yourself, report yourself," right? So I was saying, who's the person behind this? Because before then, I never knew Oshore. So gradually, I started identifying him with Sahara Reporters. The first time I saw Oshore was a YouTube video or a Facebook video when he was disrupting a meeting where some Nigerian politicians came to London, came to New York.
Yes.
And unfortunately for them, Sowore were ahead of it, and it gave them the welcome that they deserved. So I said, who is this small boy? You know, from the video, he had like a smallish boy. It's older than me.
Yes, I
And
know, I know.
I said, who is this? I said, this guy get mine though. Shoo. Who's this guy? And I called my friend and said, look at what I just watched. Anybody saying anything contrary that there've been people doing stuff like this in Nigeria, that person is a liar. What they can do to prove otherwise is show the evidence. Internet does not lie, does it?
No.
So when I saw that, I said, so this is possible. Now let me step forward, skip ahead. I have a Facebook page which is teamed Omoyele for president 2022. It started the last time for people in the UK and diaspora. I just wrote a small introduction. I've never met Showore, but this is the thing that won me over, which I'm about to say now. I have not in my life until I'm 45 now. I've never said in my life that I've met a man that is better than myself. But I saw someone that did what I cannot do. And where I'm going with this is, because all these things, because we are so used to it, seeing what Showore does and whatever, it no longer has that magnitude of people understanding the kind of person Omoyele Showore is. I said, this particular angle I'm coming from is during the Goodluck Jonathan time, during Yar'Adua's time, when Goodluck was in this quagmire about becoming the president, with the acting president, when Yar'Adua was on hiatus.
Sure.
And how Sahara reporters were bombarding us with exclusive upon exclusive upon exclusive that even the federal government and the mainstream press didn't have access to. Now, when all this happened, then Goodluck became president. It's known for that. They came after him to like gratuitous overtures for him to. I'm pretty sure if Showore was interested in becoming a minister, he would have gotten it.
Exactly.
Bro, I will say this with all sincerity. I don't know if I find myself in that situation whereby they say, come, see bar, see money, see all the things you use to change the life of yourself, your generation, or whatever, that I will be able to say, no. I'm being sincere, and there are lots of people, if they look into their heart, that will be able to say no to that. When I saw this, read this, and I heard him say it, and one thing about Showore, if he says stuff, just wait and see if anybody will refute what he said.
Exactly.
Nobody will refute. Instead, you hear noise, distraction of other stuff. What about this? What about that? The thing he has actually declared, nobody has said is a lie. I said, if a man that has opportunity, and Jonathan's administration, it was this looting, which means Obani Koro and the rest, those kind of money that they got hold of. I said, this man had the opportunity to to change his life, to hammer, I will say. And he did not, he put it on blast for everybody to say, this is what has been offered to me, I'm not interested. Among other stuff. But that, because materialistic things, tangible things, are things that easily pricks the mind, which you can really put yourself in that situation. I said, if this man can turn that down, because that is what has put Nigeria where we are today, where people put themselves first. I said, man, this man, there's no amount of money you can use to bribe this man. There's no amount of money you will show this man that is going to turn him.
For sure.
And a man that can turn his back on money is a man that I respect. Show me any other Nigerian of his generation that can say those kind of things. So when people are talking about when people are talking about other bigger things, about this, about that, no, let's just talk about the brass tacks, the person himself, the integrity. People have been saying, oh, he's Tinubu boy, Nobody has put Tinubu on blast as much as Showore. His drug saga, those things about, we didn't know about it until Showore said it. I didn't even personally know about what the TVC angle about it, how he land grabbed those things for his own. It was Showore that made me know. Nobody has said it's a lie. So when people are talking, because when people keep talking about the problem about Nigeria, the problem about Nigeria is that we specialize in chasing shadows and living substance.
You know the funny thing. Let me just make this point. One of my friends, he didn't know that it was actually P2B's camp that came up with that. When they felt that Showore was attacking P2B and drawing fire to him, according to them, they now came up with a narrative that will kind of put someone under pressure. Say, why is it that he's not attacking Tinubu? Why is he not attacking Tinubu? It's because he's Tinubu's boy. And the person that confronted me with it, I now asked him, show me the other people that are attacking the Tinubu that Showore is not attacking. He went round and round and he brought a publication from a paper. That paper was quoting Sahara reporters. So, like, everything you know about Tinubu, every exposure about Tinubu came from Sahara reporters and by extension, Omoyele Showore. So it still came right back to him. Round up, my brother. I have a caller who has stayed on the line.
Okay, so just to summarize, right?
Yeah.
You see, when people are talking about this obedience stuff, like I said, we specialize in chasing shadows instead of substance. Just yesterday, I was chatting with a friend of mine, and I was just talking about an Igbo guy in Abuja. We're talking about disobedience and obedience of. I said nobody is talking about the Pandora Papers. Nobody. I've not heard anybody mention it. The Pandora Papers. You were a governor that swore an oath that, knowing fully well that you shouldn't have a foreign account while you hold that position. He still had it in other climes. If it was in America or in the UK, you will be held for what was the word now? I've just escaped my head. When you deliberately falsify information under oath, perjury, you plagiarize yourself.
Perjury.
So perjury, even if you are no longer the governor or whatever, they will go after you. But here we are. Such a person has the temerity to be contesting for presidency. This is the person that people are saying that Showore should yoke himself with. That's the joke. Showore has not stained himself with corruption. Why would he want to attach himself with people that have things you can see, demonstrate evidence that are demonstrably clear to everybody? So let me don't belabor the chat, because I really appreciate what you guys are doing for giving me the opportunity to come on the platform. I didn't even know this was on. I just bumped into it and I started listening.
Don't worry, it will be more frequent now, because we're in a season where education is very, very, very important. We used to take for granted, but I have seen, that's why I did it by yesterday. Like when you interact with people and you hear what they're saying, then you're like, oh my God, this person didn't even know. They are talking out of ignorance. They are talking out of nobody educating them. And the thing about hearing, if someone keeps hearing the same thing over and over and over, they actually begin to believe it. So you need to puncture it and let them hear something else. So thank you so much.
So before I go, let me just add this thing. For those of us that support Showore, there is one argument people keep bringing up. They say, "Oh, Showore is rude, he insults leaders, or those stuff like that." What I keep asking people is that, can you show me any time where Showore has insulted or attacked a fellow just an ordinary citizen, just a regular Joe on the street? Showore has been attacked physically. He has been harassed by Nigerians, but you will never see him verbally assaulting or saying harsh words to anybody, to Nigerians. He doesn't do that. So when people are talking about, oh, you see what Showore is always brash or whatever, it's for those that have truncated our destiny, that Showore has no sympathy or decorum with. So when people say that to you, refer to them, say, show me any Nigerian that is not among those clowns of those thieves that Showore has spoken to in that manner. And they will have nothing to show for that. Exactly. So thank you, brothers.
Thank you very much. You see, that's why the main, I was just thinking about these two people when I came up with that topic, because the truth is that just like people say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is rude and insults people, they do it to those people that they think they deserve it. It's out of anger. They don't like this, they don't like what they've done, and they don't care. They don't bloody care if they're not begging them for leadership. These two people don't believe that you have to go and beg. They believe that you go and take power. That's why we take it back. You go and take
Yep.
it back. When my fellow Easterners, you remember how
You
this
remember
whole
how
thing
this whole
started?
thing
Though?
started?
They started
They
by
started
saying
by saying
it's our turn.
our turn.
Hold on. They started by saying it's our turn, it's our turn. I was telling them, nobody will give you power. Just okay, you know what? Everybody wake up. Hold on. Everybody wake up, collect your money. It's time for Igbo people. Maybe we just give it to Igbo people. Not be like that now. You have to take it back. That's why we say take it back. So anyway, no need to belabor the thing like you said. We are gonna be rounding up very soon. There's a guy who's been on the standby. Oh boy, you don't try more than 11 minutes. Please go ahead and let us know your contribution.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. GD.
Yes, please.
I want to first of all start by thanking you for what you've been doing. I've been watching your program,
Thank you.
and since I started seeing you, being a member of the AAC, it gladdens my heart because when I see someone doing the right thing, I think the best thing for me to do is to support that person and not to discourage that person. And there is one point I want to make. You see, the problem we're having between IPOB, Unamdi Kano, Shaware, and the autopilot, I think the problem is the problem of enlightenment. We can't, it's not possible for us to enlighten the people. I know, because it's not our fault. Just the way sometimes, I think yesterday there was a program you did yesterday. I hear when you start asking people for the purpose of this discussion. What is your stand? Who do you support? Is it the autopilot? See, when you ask a question like that, they don't know why you brought out such a question because you want to know the area, the aspect they are standing. But at the end of the day, some of them will still come out because they want to speak, or maybe probably like what I heard you guys saying. Most of them are from APC and PDP. They are just coming to inspire us. Most of others, You see, it's just something like they don't want to understand. Even if they are supposed to understand, they don't just want to understand. Shawore and Unamdi Kanu, just like Shawore had already said, we are fighting the same fight because those monsters in power are the people we are trying to fight. We are trying to take this power back from them, take it back from them. It's not a matter of we are trying to, come out here and speak English because even at the end of the day, this same English is not going to take us anywhere. And the point I'm trying to make is this. I remember when I was still in the teaching field that time, they used to say, if you're a teacher and you teach your students and they don't understand the faults, I think 90% of that fault is from you. Yes, it's always going to be like that. And that is why I still want to encourage you, Dr. Chidi, whatever you are trying to do to make sure that this whole thing works. Because anyone who sees you stand for Shawore and the person is educated, he knows exactly what you are doing. Anyone who sees you stand for Unamdi Kanu and the person is educated, he should know exactly what you are trying to do. So please, Dr. Chidi, don't think you are being insulted or intimidated by people. Continue your work. We are there. I started following you when I saw you with Shawore. I said, so this guy is talking to Shawore, so which means I have every reason to start listening to him. So when Shawore came out and said, Unamdi Kanu and I, we are doing the same thing, people don't understand because it's not just like when what I heard Shawore saying in one interview, I think was it not Arise News? He said, I'm not here, he told the interviewer, he said, I'm not here to tell you how a revolution is being done. So these are not things we should just come out and start telling people. When Shawore said, my movement with Unamdi Kanu is the same thing, we are not here to break it down for you. If you are wise, you will know.
That's right.
If you are a wise man, you will know. Because as far as I'm concerned, I'm calling you from Germany right now. So we know the system, we know their parliamentary system, we know how it works. It's not this kind of centralized or unicameral legislation they are trying to pretend they have, and at the end of the day, they are using that same constitution to sit down on our people's head. Although normally, if you ask me, I appreciate exactly what Peter B is doing anyway, because I don't meet anyone. But I'm not for Peter Obi anyway. Let me just be factual. I'm not for him because he's a politician as well. So I don't believe in politicians. That's one thing about me. But there is one thing I want to make people understand. You see, last election, 2019 election, when Shawore was trying to use the social media platform to campaign, it didn't look to some people like something that makes sense. They just thought maybe it's something that this guy just coming, he's just trying to, make himself popular and all of that. They didn't know what he was trying to do. But now they can see it through now they are saying obedience, right? Mm-hmm. Thank God, that's why I said I like what he's trying to do. He's trying to even make people that, okay, come on, this social media platform is now the current, situation of election. And if you don't like it or not,
anyway, my brother, thank you so much. Thank you. I like what you said. The only problem there, and that is what people should take away, if anybody that's supposed to know is listening, is the fact that when you come and you take what somebody has prepared to use to work and you start using it, at least give the person acknowledgement. We that are like YouTubers, for instance, when you use somebody's video, you go and give the person credit. If you don't give the person credit, YouTube will penalize you. YouTube will tell you, say, they crazy, say this person work, get this thing. We stay for how many years? We craft taking back movement. We craft revolution now. We fight. We put our sweat, our blood. Some people are still locked up in prison. You just appear. You start to use Take Back Niger. You start to use ballot revolution. You start to say it's a big movement. Then you start to answer comrade. Then you don't even give us even one single acknowledgement. And you want us to be happy with you. They work like that now. They work. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you. I really appreciate you. Let me play this video from Omoyele Shore. My old this is your old number 7. I say old school. Old number 7. Let me play this video, and it just reminded me of it. And let me just play it now.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? National anthem is being sung by Nigerians in this hall. With all our strength and faith, the name of our heroes shall never be in vain. To serve with all our might, one nation, one in freedom, peace and unity. Fellow Nigerians, we have been disrespected tonight and not given the chance and the respect we deserve by a minister who came late to an event scheduled for 6 p.m. She's coming out about an hour, 30 minutes later, trying to tell us some nonsense about there was delayed in flights. No, we are not going to take this anymore. We have been taking this line down for a long time. It's been happening since 1960. We are not going to take this anymore. And we refuse. No. We are not going to wait. We are not going to wait. We are not going to wait. Don't advise me. No. We are not going to wait. We are no longer 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 going to wait. We are going to. We are shutting down this event. We are no longer going to wait. We are no longer going to wait. No more waiting. No more. We are tired of waiting. 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 No. We are tired of waiting. No more. Give them. Let them shoot me. Let go. Nothing to do. No more. This nonsense. Enough is enough. No more.
We are not doing this tonight. Based on what now? Based on the fact that you people have abused us for too long. We don't want to take it no more. No more. No more. We want it. Let everybody go home. No, let everybody go home. Let's go home. Let's go home. Yes, let's go home. Let everybody go home. Go home. Go home. Go home. Go home. Let everybody go home. Let everybody no. Let everybody go home. Let everybody go home. Go home. Let's go home.
You know, you see, this is the kind of thing that people don't understand.
He looked like my father. He's ready to die anywhere.
Thanks for muting me. You see,
this is when you look at
when Shore was doing this,
yes,
this was an uncommon thing. That's why I'm saying anybody show me the video or recording, audio, any evidence of anyone else doing this. Do you know what it is for you to stampede people that way without knowing how you end up that day?
I'm telling you, he doesn't. And this is just so when he came to Nigeria, even people are saying, in Nigeria, Shore is just they don't know that he's big. If there's videos of when he stood, you see,
Nigerians,
Shore,
anytime Shore, sorry to interrupt. Anytime Shore posts something, this is what I say. Thank you on behalf of ungrateful nation. I say thank you.
I'm telling you, very ungrateful. The people, the very thing you said something. Number 7, you said something. Shore will not badmouth a regular Nigerian, will not insult a regular Nigerian. But these are the same people that he is fighting for, and they are the ones that will come back now and begin to look for something to say against him. Excuse me, Shore wrote. I think that's something we should bring out. Say, that Shore herself. Did you see what he wrote about who? About who?
About who?
Maybe a minister, maybe a commissioner, maybe an ambassador, maybe a governor, maybe a senator, somebody that stole money, and you are fighting for that person. Sure, he didn't talk about you. You just say he's insult. Who is saying that he is insulted, and who is it insulting? You just
let me quickly add this. Let me quickly add this. People will never. Sorry, let me just quickly add this. People will not appreciate this maybe until maybe years to come. Whether we like it or not, Shore taught us to speak our mind.
Of course, now
people will not ascribe it to Shore now.
Of course,
so when people start dissecting things in future times, before Shore, even though people were going to Facebook to troll, people were scared of going to Facebook to insult Buhari.
Of course, now
people were scared of going to Facebook to insult Goodluck because they might just make some kind of.
My brother said, let's just round up in one sentence. Let me allow this caller on WhatsApp to make your point, and we'll come back and round up with 1 minute and we'll close. Go ahead, caller on the phone. Tell us where you're calling from. Okay. Oh, okay. You came back.
Yeah, I came back now, so I didn't learn actually.
Oh, sorry.
Why I was saying something like I do not, even if I like people, I do not support this movement. You know, anybody that can sell Nigeria to the Indian people, to the China people, because we started saying what they are doing now, going to India to start learning electricity out of it. When we have people capable and able-bodied people that can do it, even in our own country. You see? So me, I can't stand for someone like, and you see, I don't know if you've seen it, or I know you should see it because you are almost number 2 after Shore, as far as I'm concerned. You know what Shore just posted about the former Labour Party chairman who was saying that vote Shore instead of.
It wasn't today. Now I've seen it like 3 days ago. But go ahead.
You see, people won't know. They won't understand the meaning of that statement. Because they are not in the game.
It's okay. Now we can only advise. If people take the advice, if they don't take the advice, we'll still be back to square one. I tell some people they are harassing me, calling me names. I tell the guy, you self where you dey harass me now. You probably you don't even get light. I get light. If I turn my water on now, hot water will come out. You, if you want hot water, you go cook am with kettle, put inside your bucket. Why you come dey argue with me now? My position, no, But thank you so much. Thanks, my brother. Thanks. Let's have our panel. All right,
Let me,
thank you very much. Yeah, Richie, go ahead. Go. Let's conclude.
okay, because let me just round up with this. Maybe Nigeria want their case to be like South Africa. They want sugar to get hood. Maybe before they will wake up. Because
I beg.
like me now, in this meeting I've started 2 of my generators just because of this meeting. One goes up. I have to start the second one because people
You
doesn't
see,
understand what we are
you see
facing
all
in
your
this
suffering.
country.
Exactly. See all your suffering. It's not necessary. See all your
You don't
suffering.
know what you are
And
going
yet,
through in this country, and they want us to
imagine,
continue like
you can't continue
I
like this. So
want to pay for. Yeah, Chidi, I want to tell you something. You this country doesn't understand something. There was a project that was going on in Lagos State. This Dangote refinery. Nigeria you doesn't know what they are missing in that project, whereby it's lack of this thing doesn't cost Nigeria government any money. It doesn't cost Nigeria government any money. Just all the expatriate that are there, just attach one person to them so that this Nigeria youth they can have maybe a more understanding gain from it, so that they can
for
have,
where?
maybe so they can have something to hold for their
For
future.
where? Why would
They
they
don't,
do
they
that?
don't, they
When they
don't,
don't
they don't,
for where? They don't already bribe the people
they
who
don't
give them the contract to make sure that when they finish now, anything that spoils, they'll make sure that company will come from abroad, take
come
flight,
back
come and
and do
fix
it.
it. Of course now. Look at, I
I
beg,
have a lot,
Doctor
you know,
DJ Nelly. It's okay, Richie. It's okay, Richie. Make I close.
Oga Chidi, he say he dey on first gen, on second gen. When we say we dey enjoy that, anytime we laugh we off.
Richie,
Anytime we
it's
laugh we
because of
off.
people like Richie. It's because of people like him that will keep doing what's that. If now all the
Uh,
other people, person.
we not even say whether the laugh dey go off, e dey on. And you see, so now we dey move five people in Nigeria.
My God.
Now
Enough.
all of them dey shout articulate. Wetin article wan for Nigeria? Wey dey sell generator.
Oh, wait,
Na
can
him
you
dey sell
imagine?
generator.
Now
Can you
then,
imagine?
you can never. Now, the people that own
I
is
don't
not the
even,
one that
you understand me?
is it Mecano? I be
Uh,
the other one.
Mecano, yes, Mecano, you know Mecano.
Yes. Uh-huh.
he dey stay Dubai. He don come back now. He wan come rule Nigeria. After he lose, he go back.
Even though they shout, people wey dey shout Peter Obi, they no learn from Fashola. Fashola, wetin Fashola do for Lagos? Wey dey give a minister of power, wetin he take do? For other in government, wetin happen to Nigeria grid?
You finish him. Shebi.
Wetin happen to Nigeria grid under Fashola? Wey dey shout Peter Obi for economy? Na governor, na state governor be Nigeria president. He said we need somebody that is ready, that is capable, that has the energy, that has the strength. They are
The
talking.
energy, youthfulness.
Dr. Chidi, just keep on coming. We have a lot for them. Maybe they are ahead. That has already wake up.
No, you know
so
one
much.
thing they say. Richie, you know what Nigeria be say? They like wetin dey trend. Maybe the comedian or they want trend. Now trend in the day.
Wait now. Jamie, anything wey trend, why is it called trend? It's called trend because it go trend finish.
It go finish.
It
Now
goes
trend in the
viral
day.
video, it go viral, then
It go
stop.
viral.
Anything wey trend.
Vaccine go go.
The reason why they call it trend is that it's not continuous.
It's not continuous.
Trend for even right now, people wey dey follow bit and their eye don dey open because they will say Kwankwaso alignment. When they call it here, waiting Kwankwaso they say now, it be like me they cover a mouth. We do talk. No, Kwankwaso say waiting. I can't ask myself, say, if Kwankwaso they talk, which means you people never even had any discussion before. Because the guy just the way they open the mouth, I say, the only hope you people had in NNPP. If you lose NNPP, which one be the other group where they talk of now? Nothing now. And Labour belongs to LNC. Wait now, it belongs to like Nigerian Labour, NLC,
It's also Nigerian Labour Congress.
Nigerian Labour Congress. You don't ever see any protest where they do since Buhari did there. Nigerian Labour Congress now APC gets all their officials. They are answerable to APC. You think say they go let APC lose? How bad? How can? Guys, thank you so much.
If I come beg us, we'll forgive her. We'll carry her entire house. That will be the best for us. If I come beg us, we'll forgive her.
Braggadocious for us. If you bend down, see you bend down and say, my people, I don't come home. You're gonna teach me this camaraderie something. I beg, you're gonna give me name. We'll tell us, oh yeah, sit down. Then we'll cover her. But you just come begin. Make we leave her now. Make them they never even start. Make them knock her finish. They go come back. Then we will tell her waiting day. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much.
God bless you. Thank you. God bless your family.
Teacher Nelly, Richie.
Man, thanks so much.
I appreciate all of you.
Nice meeting you.
Come back again, okay?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so
much. Have a great day.
Yeah, you too. You too, guys. All right, guys. Everybody is gone now, and I want to thank all of you in the comment section. Make sure you give us a thumbs up before you go. Make sure you give us a thumbs up, okay? And share our video and leave us a comment too. Thank you, everybody. I really enjoyed today, and it's tiring, but we'll do our best to continue spreading the message. On behalf of Dr. Erica and every member of our team, my name is Dr. Chidi, and I'll be with you guys in our next broadcast. Don't miss it, okay? Bye-bye.